Hey, what's good, y'all? Top of the morning, man. Um, yeah, I think I'm pretty much at my wit's end with the way people turn a blind eye to this fight. And y'all know the fight I'm talking about, man. And just the way they move the goalposts, just the way I've never seen such hatred for a fighter. I don't even think Deontay Wilder. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Earl Spence did, man. I never seen somebody ignore all the facts. So basically, in a nutshell, this is what we have in a nutshell. Two top welterweights fight. July 29th. Neither welterweights look the same. Neither performed like we used to seeing them perform. One performed to the top of his ability, almost like a damn Super Saiyan. The other performed like he shouldn't even have been in the ring. Now, this is a fact. The fact that the people who were going with the one that looked like a Super Saiyan refuses to admit the fact that they never seen him perform like that. And that is, it is out of the ordinary and quite suspicious, not only for a boxer to increase his strength as he gets older at 36 years of age, but also get faster and increase his punch resistance as he gets older. No one wants to admit that, but everybody knows boxing. Not to mention, no one wants to speak on the fact that Terrence Crawford deals with the leader of a criminal organization who goes by the name of Daniel Canahan, who's known for cheating and known for, having his hands in all types of different shit. Thus, the reason why Bob Arum said he was good for boxing. But no one can explain to me how a drug lord is good for boxing. No one can explain how. This is what Bob Arum said. And he deals with, which this is publicly known, but people act like they want to ignore it. He deals with the guy who specializes in making undetectable PEDs and has been convicted in the past, around about 20 years ago, for undetectable PEDs or PEDs. And so he got a little slicker with it. But out of his own mouth, he got in trouble for that, for undetectable PEDs. And he did 4 months in prison for that. If you're that good of a fighter and you're that skilled, why do you surround yourself with cheaters and people with bad names? Huh? People that got, suspicious shit overshadowing them. Why would you want to place yourself next to them people? What did Errol Spence mean at the beginning of negotiations, before Terrence Crawford walked from the negotiations, when he was talking about he'd get the money? And Errol Spence told him that all money ain't good money. Who do you think Errol Spence was referring to? What money in boxing ain't good money, except for money that's coming in boxing from someone outside of boxing? You know what I'm saying? You ever heard people talk about, I guess a mother might not want her son selling drugs and she know he's selling it. He think he doing something by throwing her a little money or something like that. And she said, I don't want your dirty money. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people got moral values when it comes to shit like that. You know what I mean? I mean, money is money to me. It ain't the money that's evil. It's what the person who acquires the money, who has the money, it's what they do to get the money. You know what I mean? The money ain't did nothing but be money. You know what I'm saying? It's the action of the people who want the money that make the situation bad, or that can potentially make it bad. You can do something good and do a good deed with some money, and it's a good situation. So, I mean, I'm just saying. He didn't say that for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? He also tweeted he thought he was getting played. He also tweeted shit like, PBC need to take the L out of Lover, meaning that it's over. He's not fighting Keith Thurman. I'm pretty sure people didn't want to hear that shit. And people were very upset at that. So you got all these suspicious things going on. Then you have people who are supposed to be fans of Earl claiming that the man was on drugs. But they didn't say that about Deontay Wilder. And they looked almost identical getting in the ring. Damn near. You know what I'm saying? Wilder was blinking a little bit more. But, you know what I'm saying? It's a split image. And I've been talking about it. And I've been seeing y'all still in my content. But it's all good. Just as long as it gets out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to shout me out. Do your thing with your 100,000 some fucking subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Saying shit that I say word for word, man. Shit's sad, yo. It is what it is, though, man. I'm lost for words, man. I done exhausted myself with this fucking topic, man. You know what I mean? After the day, I really don't know what else to say about the situation until some more information comes out. You know, well, how can you just say, you don't just put out there that somebody, unless you have proof? How are you going to have proof if what he's taking is undetectable? How are you going to have proof if what he's taking is undetectable? How are you going to have proof if what he's taking is undetectable? How are you going to have proof if what he's taking is undetectable? How are you going to have proof if what he's taking is undetectable? And it's on record that the dude he's dealing with, Victor Conte, is known for creating undetectable PEDs. And it just so happens that when he gets in the ring with the biggest threat of his life, who's known for doing damage to people, who's known for being the bruiser, he's the one that gets bruised by the boxer. The boxer that's known for getting people out toward the end of the fight, he's busting people up toward the beginning of the fight. Even though he's never done it before, even though Errol Spence has never bled before. Not that we've seen. In all his 28, 29 fights, he's never bled. Never. And he's been hit hard and hit flush. He's never bled. He gets in the ring with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford has never damaged anyone's face like he did Errol Spence, but yet they tell me, oh, well, Errol Spence was just shit. Okay, well, why was he shit? Y'all not questioning, did somebody do something to him? Y'all think that Errol is stupid enough to get in a fucking ring high? The disrespect is uncanny, man. You automatically assume that a man is going to throw away a fight. If he threw away that fight, it was because somebody was threatening his fucking life. And that's it. Nobody gets in a fucking ring and goes through all of that to make a fight and say, you know what, let me smoke before I go in the ring. Are you kidding me? Are you people serious? I mean, I know people do some dumb shit, but come on, man. Really? None of it matters. None of it matters. I can see some of this shit, you know, and I'm looking at it, I can see some of his freaking strength with Sean Porter. No, the only other person that, well, Earl did hurt Sean Porter, but it was temporarily. It looked to me like Crawford was on his verge to hurting Sean, but it looked like Sean was getting caught. Just them flash knockdowns was frustrating him. You know what I'm saying? He was becoming frustrated. So he would eventually got beat up and stopped. But I'm just tripping off for why his face wasn't bleeding and busted up. You know why? Because when he was fighting Earl, it was something in his gloves assisting him with what was in his fucking system. When he fought Sean Porter, there was nothing in his gloves. It was just something in his system. Oh, you guys, you just speculate. You don't have no proof. Fuck you, bitch. I don't need no proof. I don't need no proof. Where the proof gonna come from when the shit is undetectable? Asshole. Stupid ass. You gotta go off of what the fuck you see in the ring. And when shit don't look right, and you know that shit don't look right. It didn't look right. It's just what it is. Anybody who's saying that that's how Earl usually fights is a piece of shit. Anybody who's saying that that's how Crawford usually fights and he does that to people is full of shit. If he did it to somebody, he should have did that shit to David Avenesian. How the fuck a motherfucker we ain't never heard of fight better than the best fucking welterweight at the time? At the time. Terrence Crawford was considered the top pound for pound fighter in the world, but at welterweight, who had the most accolades? Errol Spence Jr. Nobody else can make Errol Spence look like nothing. Even the people who it was a competitive fight with. No one can make him look like nothing. But a guy who drained his weight down to started at 140, drained his weight down to 135, go back to 140, go to 147. That little motherfucker can do what none of these big guys can do. These light heavyweights that he be sparring in the ring. None of these guys can drop Earl and make him bleed, and make him bleed from his mouth, make him bleed from his nose, make him, swell both of his fucking eyes up, have dings and knots all over the place. Sean didn't have dings and knots all over the place. One leg Jose Benavidez didn't have dings and knots all over the place. Here they go. Oh, that's because Earl can't get off the line. Oh, so David Benavidez got off the line? David Benavidez could get off the line. I'm sorry. Jose Benavidez could get off the line. Jose Benavidez, the one that had just got shot in his leg. Jose Benavidez, he couldn't even move from side to side. He was right there to be hit. Right there. The fight went 10 fucking rounds and it was competitive. Up until Crawford got that in on him and dropped him. Then when he got up, Crawford finished him. Go back and look at his face, motherfucker. That was 10 rounds of getting punched. Go back and look at Jose Benavidez's face. Yeah, the real light-complected guy. The light-complected guy. His whole body and head wasn't turning red when he was getting punched by Crawford. Why is Errol Spence's whole head, neck, and shoulders and everything turning red? Why is he grimacing and tucking his tail with every punch that comes and he get hit with? When the fuck has he ever tucked his tail? He's so strong, the nigga kept getting up from that shit. So like I said, once again, the whole plot, the whole plan, the whole scheme of it all was to punish Errol Spence for whatever reason. Teach him a lesson and get him the fuck out of boxing. Hopefully. Somebody think he ain't that good for boxing for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody tired of him or don't want him in boxing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it ain't no other way to cook it, cut it, or slice it. How do that happen? If people is on your team, if your team is doing a job, how do that get past, you know what I'm saying? It not supposed to slip through the cracks. That means a lot of people is involved in that, and people on the PB side, on Errol Spence's side, is involved with that. Hell, Errol might be involved with it, but it doesn't make sense for him to allow a person to beat him with juice in him and shit like that. No one agrees to shit like that, yo. Nobody's gonna agree to that, yo. That's something a motherfucker might tell you and force you to do, or this gonna happen. Hey man, we know where you stay. I know where your kids go to school at. Something like that. But come on, man. You gonna say, yeah, man, he can load his gloves and he can use snack. He can come in the ring on his Scooby snacks and yeah, I'll accept that if I can get this much money. Man, that don't even make no fucking sense, man. You might as well just say, yeah, if you give me 10% more, yeah, you can hit me with a brick. Who does that? Who the fuck gonna I'm telling you, man, people say anything, but they just let you know the blatant disrespect that they showing for Errol Spence. It just go to show you that they never really liked him too much. It's just that he was so resilient. And every time they probably thought that he was gonna lose, he you know what I'm saying? He persevered you couldn't go against him, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So they were just hoping that Crawford, because he was the only hope to beat him at 147 anyway. But instead of him going through the grueling way of beating Earl, which I believe he could have, he didn't want to take no punishment from Earl. He didn't want to get hit with them shots from Earl. He didn't want to get hit. And y'all, and fake Terrence Crawford fans ignore the fact that Terrence Crawford said, I didn't even feel none of his punches. Of course not. Everybody else feels his punches. He breaks everybody else's bones. You get hit by him, you don't feel his punches. And then you go on to say, hey man, I'm like Drago in the ring. Drago off of Rocky. If he dies, he dies. That Drago, oh, you mean the Drago that they was pumping full of steroids? That Drago? Yeah, keep telling on yourself, motherfucker. Keep telling on yourself, bitch. Yeah, keep telling on yourself. And like I said, man, y'all pussy. Whoever take it personal, take it personal. Y'all pussy. Y'all scared of these fighters and shit, man. What they gonna do to you? Put their hands on you? What they gonna do to you? Y'all stupid. I wish one of them motherfuckers would try to put their hands on me. I'll be right there, man. Nigga, you talking about I wouldn't need you too? I won't need shit. I bet I won't work no more. I'm gonna invest every fucking million that I get from them motherfuckers. Listen, man, they got other people to do that. If a fighter put his hands on somebody, he's about one of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth, man. Now you understand why they box. Because without boxing, they just some fucking idiots, a lot of them, man. I ain't saying all of them, but a lot of them, without boxing, what do you think Floyd Mayweather would do if he couldn't box? I mean, if somebody want to say I'm hating, think about it. What would Floyd Mayweather do? What do you think he'd be doing if he wasn't as talented at boxing as he is? What would he be doing? What you think Terrence Crawford would be doing if he wasn't as? Have you heard these guys speak? Have you heard them hold a conversation? Have you heard the way they pronounce words and shit like that? And I'm not talking about being punch drunk. No. This has got to do with being uneducated. Okay, it's got nothing to do with being punch drunk. Because Floyd didn't even take that much punishment. He still got all his faculties. And neither did Terrence. He didn't take much punishment either, and we know he didn't. He slid right through the cracks and shit like that. And after Earl beat people at their better points in their fighting career, now here come Terrence cleaning up, the leftovers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. That shit is, I don't know, man. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, man. A lot of these guys, man, if it wasn't for boxing, man, that's why I be just look. It's like, okay, you got a talent. You ain't got no right to look down on nobody, man. If that's all you got and that's all you know, bro, because if you couldn't box no more, what now? If you get injured, if you end up like Paul Williams, what now? What now? You know what I'm saying? That's why, man, you need to come down off that high horse, man, and understand. The fighters are the ones who put you in that position. I mean, not the fighters. The fans are the ones who put you in that position. It don't matter how good you can fight. If don't nobody want to see you fight, or ain't nobody paying to see you fight. It don't matter. You can fight who you want. You can be able to beat everybody up in the world. If people think your style is boring, or don't nobody care to see you, what do any of that shit matter, man? The fans pay for you. The money that is accumulated is from the fans, man. From pay-per-view view buys and the fucking fans, man. And you got these fighters around here acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like they the shit without the fans. Like, how the fuck, bro? That's not even possible. Even Crawford know that. That's why he started trying to promote the fight a little bit toward you know what I'm saying? When he decided to come back to negotiations or whatever and accept the fight. Earl said he gave this man everything he wanted, man. Everything he conceded to. That shit is crazy, man. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that somebody on the PBC or a few people on the PBC knew what was going on. They knew what was going on, without a doubt. It's no way that an opponent opponent can have that type of advantage, man. Or even have things, shit in his gloves, man, to fuck your face up like that, or plaster, whatever it is that fucked his face up like that. It wasn't just Knuckles, man. Because if it was just Knuckles, he would have busted other people's faces up like that who weren't even the caliber of fighter. They wasn't even on the level of Errol Spence. Way lesser opposition. Didn't get their face fucked up like that. How is that possible? How is it possible? How is it? Okay, so I get in there with Terrence Crawford and I put up a better fight than Errol Spence, and nobody's going to question that, and I'm a nobody? This is fucking crazy, man. They was calling David Avocado, David, I've been sneezing, David, all types of shit, man. Nobody knew who he was. Guy got smashed in 6 rounds by Evis Kavalauskas. And it took Crawford 6 rounds. See, y'all just don't be, man. Y'all just, bro, y'all just, man. It's all about who's the best cheater at the end of the day. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.